If you're concerned about your child in school, but you don't know how to get them the support that they need, I'm here to help. Trying to get your child the support that they need and deserve in school can be overwhelming and frustrating. But how do you get them support without hiring an advocate or without searching endlessly for answers? My mission is to make advocacy as accessible as possible for parents, which is why I've created the program Advocacy in Action. I'm super excited because the doors to this program open tomorrow. So I wanted to share a little bit more about Advocacy in Action to help you determine if it's the right fit for you and your family. Advocacy in Action is part course, part coaching, and part community, where you learn how to navigate the education system so that you can confidently and effectively advocate for your child. Like I said before, Advocacy in Action is unlike any other course or training or program out there because it's part course, part coaching, and part community, designed to be as accessible as possible for parents. Each module has 4 to 6 bite-sized mini lessons that walk you through everything from parental rights to the parts of an IEP to holding the school accountable for providing that support. If your child is struggling in school, you know how much this can have an impact on you and your family and your child. Navigating the educational system can be really, really confusing, and finding answers online can be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But the longer you wait to get your child support, the greater their learning gap becomes, and the more stress and anxiety that you can feel as their parent. Every child should feel loved, accepted, supported, and included at school. But when kids are struggling, they develop a negative view of school and can start to develop a negative view of themselves. And ultimately, they fall further and further behind. Now, schools shouldn't be like this, but unfortunately, that's the reality that a lot of families are in. So, how can you create a more positive experience for your child at school? How do you get them the supports that they need for success? You could hire an advocate for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, but that's an expense that you'll face year after year. And they aren't the ones who are answering the phone when the school calls. Wouldn't you rather feel confident talking to your child's educational team yourself and feel good when they call? Plus, when you learn how to advocate for your child, you're able to advocate for them forever, for life, unlike the recurring expense of an advocate. The benefits of learning how to advocate for your child go so much deeper too. By advocating for your child and getting them the support that they need, you're helping to make the school as a whole better, the school system, your district, your county, your state. All of these systems get better the more and more we get individual children support, the more and more we advocate for their needs, the better the school system becomes as a whole. So, what exactly will you learn inside Advocacy in Action? Over the course of 8 weeks, we'll dive into every single aspect of advocating for your child. Everything is laid out step by step so that you're able to see each part of the special education process and at the school system as a whole. But you're also going to be developing an understanding of how each of these parts work together and how you can use them to help you get your child the support that they need. So I wanted to give you a quick little tour of what is inside of Advocacy in Action on the platform. So you can see this is the homepage and you have all of your modules down on the side. So let's click on the welcome module. Inside, you've got 8 modules and then you also have the welcome module too. So you've got everything you need to know. Welcome to Advocacy in Action. There's a little welcome video here for you. Access to the private Facebook community, the coaching calls, everything is there in the welcome section. And then you have all of your other modules. So let's go back up here to our homepage. And you can see every week, mine's going to look a little bit different than yours does when you access the course because these lessons come out weekly. So you've got our first week laying the foundation, each of these mini lessons. There is a short video for you to watch. And then during coaching, we cover everything that was discussed in the module for the week. So we'll talk more about that in just a second. But just to show you kind of how it's set up, we've got all of the modules. And it's really a step-by-step process. So everything kind of builds on top of each other. Up here, we're learning more about the ins and outs of the process and the system. And then down here, we're learning how to use that information to advocate for your child specifically. So, in just a second, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about coaching, but I wanted to first show you all of the good stuff that you have access to once you're inside Advocacy in Action. Once you're inside the course part, this is what you have access to. And then, like I said, this program, Advocacy in Action, it's part course, part coaching, part community. So we are going to be walking through each of these step by step during our coaching calls. And then you also have that private community for support. So let's get into that. Let's talk more about that. Navigating the educational system is really going to be a unique experience for every single student and family. So I wanted to give you an experience with this program that would provide all of the information that you need while also supporting you in applying that information to your situation individually. During our weekly coaching sessions, you'll have the opportunity to further explore and discuss the topics from each week's module, and you'll have even more support in the members only community. As a parent myself, I know how busy life can get with little ones. So I know that you're busy, and I know that this might sound like a lot, right? But that's why I made sure to include support. So not only do you have access to the private Facebook community of other parents just like you, but I've also included a ton of bonus resources to help you organize everything, to keep you on track, checklists to tell you what documents to look for, process maps of the education system and different team members you'll be interacting with, all kinds of stuff included to help you and support you on your journey with advocating for your child. But I also wanted to just touch on that Facebook community for just a second. So this is private. It's for members of Advocacy in Action only. And that is so that we're all on the same page and we can all support each other with what we're working on inside the program. So this community, it's a community of parents who are in the program with you. And as more and more people continue to go through the program, this builds out the community. So you'll have even more parents that you can connect with in the future. And I also have one other bonus to mention to you, a one-on-one consultation. Every single member of Advocacy in Action receives a one-on-one consultation with me. In this meeting, we work together to develop your specific plan of action, and I help you to make the most of this program by helping you learn and identifying what will be applicable and supportive for you for your specific situation. So not only do you have access to all of the modules and lessons, resources, community, but you also have one-on-one support to make sure that you are getting the most out of the program and make sure that you feel confident advocating for your child. Just imagine being able to answer a phone call from the school and actually feeling confident when they call. Imagine knowing that your child's getting the support that they need in school and not having to constantly worry what the next school day will bring. Imagine having a collaborative relationship with your child's educational team where everyone's informed and everyone is working together to support your child. Advocacy in Action takes you from concerned and overwhelmed to having a solid understanding of the educational system and a confident approach to navigating it for your child. Not to mention, you have access to all of the resources in Advocacy in Action for life. At this point, you're probably thinking, this all sounds great, but how much is this going to cost me? Advocacy in Action was created out of a desire for every parent to have access to what they need to advocate for their child and get their child support. And while this program contains thousands of dollars worth of resources, information, and just overall value, I also wanted to make sure that it was accessible. The program is officially priced at $297, but as a founding member, you'll have access to everything for life for only $149. Making the decision to invest in Advocacy in Action is one that could very well change the trajectory of your child's life, as well as the lives of countless other people. You know how Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world"? Well, this program is me doing just that. I left the education system because I knew that our students deserved so much better, and I was determined to give them better. By learning how to advocate for your child, you really are being the change that you wish to see in the world. You are making your child's corner of the world just a little bit brighter, and by doing that, making the world a little bit brighter. You are the best advocate for your child, and I truly and sincerely believe in that and believe in you. While I do believe that you make the absolute best advocate for your child, I don't think that you should have to do it alone. In fact, you don't have to do it alone. With Advocacy in Action, you have all of the information you need, the coaching to apply that information to your situation, and ongoing support from the private community. I've created tons of resources, guides, checklists, and everything I could think of to make the process as easy as possible for you. And if after 60 days you still don't feel confident in your ability to advocate for your child, I even offer a satisfaction guarantee. The doors to Advocacy in Action officially open tomorrow, Tuesday, October 24th. So if you want to get your child the support that they need and deserve in school, you can learn how to become their best advocate by learning more, joining the waitlist, and enrolling tomorrow when the doors open. There are only 10 spots available, so be sure to check it out and get in, grab your spot. The doors also close on Friday, October 27th. So if you're interested in enrolling, be sure to join the waitlist. And when the doors open tomorrow, you can learn more and enroll. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick little overview of Advocacy in Action. I really do believe that you, as a parent, are the absolute best advocate for your child, and I'm here to support you in that. I can't wait to see you inside Advocacy in Action. Bye, friends.